Hi, my name is Greg Nelson, and this is my submission for the 2019 RootsTech presentation. I work on the content strategy team at Family Search, where I'm responsible for content from the Middle East, Central Asia, and Eastern Europe. And it's my job to understand what content is there, what do we want to capture, and then what do we want to publish. And I love my job. It's fantastic. I couldn't think of doing anything else. So the title of my course this time is, what does it say? Using technology to decipher your records. And what I want to do is to help people understand that there are different tools you can use to help you understand records that are in different languages or different forms that you may not understand otherwise. And one of the tools that we're going to talk about today is to use Google Translate. Now, let's say you have a letter. Now, forgive me for my slides. Instead of putting in back of me, I've just printed them out, and I know they're backwards, they're mirrored, but just imagine behind me, there's the slides. And so here's your letter. This is from your grandmother Balcom, and it's in Lithuanian, and you know there's some important things in here, and you'd like to understand what it says. So traditionally, when we use Google Translate, we just type it in. And you can type it in without using any diacritics, and you get a pretty good translation. So not an exact or exactly accurate translation, but what you can use, but you can see kind of the general ideas. But the room needs to be paid, is what the phrase says right here. Okay, so we've gotten that far. Did you know there are 3 other ways you can use Google Translate to find the translation for it? So the second thing is you can use a Lithuanian keyboard. And when you use the Lithuanian keyboard, just use the drop down that's at the bottom of the thing, and then you can type it in, find the letters with the diacritics and everything else, and it usually gives a little bit better of a translation. So this one says, but you need to pay for the room. So a little bit better translation than what you had earlier. But let's say it's like this one, it's handwritten. It's hard to tell kind of what it is, what those letters are. And so they also offer you the option to do the Lithuanian handwriting. And so it's just right below, if you use the same drop down, and right below it is a Lithuanian handwriting option. You can use your mouse or you can use a stylus and you can write it in, and it's fairly accurate. It does a good job of distinguishing what you said. It says, but you need a room, and then when I put that last word in there, it's gonna give me the better translation of, but you need to pay for the room. Then the last option that we don't use very often, but is still very effective, is the voice option. And so you can pretend you understand what it says and spit it out. Use the little microphone that's right there, and it does a fantastic job of translating the things. So I hope this is helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the class. Thanks.